feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome back. So today, this is an August 2022 midterm power reading update. We're going to go through the possibilities of the Democrats or the Republicans winning the 2022 House elections, and along with the U.S. Senate. We're going to see who is going to win according to the tarot cards and what they are going to say. We do have data. I will show that on your screen in a moment. But I just wanted to quickly state the reason why I haven't been posting for the past couple of weeks is that my voice has been very bad, and I'm still trying to recover from it. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's been very dry. It's been very hard to talk and breathe. It's kind of been very strange. So I'm trying to really lower my voice. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know in the comment section below, and I will make an effort to speak louder or even put closed captions permanently on the video. Whatever you guys prefer, let me know in the comment section below. So on your screen right now, we do have the data. So this is data from other months. Oh, what just happened? I'm sorry. So this is data from other months that we have done tarot card readings on. We started this back in August of 2021, reading the 2022 popular vote tarot projection based on what party is popular in the moment of whatever month that we were taking. Now, keep in mind that whatever happened in the month prior would not show up in the month that we were reading. So, for example, to say something takes place in May, we won't see it in the May tarot card reading. We will see it 30 days after that event had taken place. So, for example, May, we have the leak about the Roe versus Wade, but that's the leak. We didn't see the fact of Roe until June, right? We didn't see that effects, right? You can see in May, we had the Republicans in the popular vote by 8.5%. It decreased in June because that 30-day cycle ended, and we had the Republicans up at 2.5% in the popular vote. Now that's when they overturned the Roe versus Wade back in June, and so we would take 30 days from that moment ahead, and we will be in July where that 30 days would show up in the tarot cards, and now we have the Democrats ahead with 1.5% in terms of the popular vote. Now, as for the U.S. Senate, we have the Republicans winning last time that we read on this with 56 seats to the Democrats 44. It has been a continuous trend that the Republicans are decreasing House possibilities in the Senate, but it was quite tight in the Senate nonetheless, especially when you add up all the data and you come up with an average number. We still have the Democrats in the lead. Now, as for the House 2022 midterm, this is quite an interesting one. All my data in the tarot cards has seemed to be poorly matching with the polls in the U.S. Data. You can go back to all these videos. Data had not been messed with at any point in time or edited. The only time I did do a little bit of messing around was when I was trying to figure out in the popular vote how I was able to get all these numbers. I took the number and then divided it by half, and so that was the only thing that I edited was the percentage of lead. Other than that, it was completely fine. Last month, we had the Republicans winning the House of Representatives with 255 to the Democrats 229. We both winning the majority, but the Republicans in this aspect will win because they are more projected more likely to win more seats. However, that may change come August. Now, if you guys are not familiar, the Democrats for the first time was able to flip in a century. In half a century, they were able to flip a House of Representatives seat in Alaska from red to blue. And so that is really significant. So we're going to see the long-term effect in the tarot cards and who is going to win. Now, please keep in mind this is all for data purposes, so that doesn't mean that it's predicted who's going to win. But if the election was held today, this is the way the results are going to go. So I hope you guys do like today's video. Give a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe, and let's begin. So this video is being recorded on September 11, 2022 at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here's some quick disclaimers on your screen right now. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read them on your own time. this video is just for entertainment purposes only and education purposes only as well. Please keep in mind everything is timestamped in the description below if you want to jump around in the video. Okay, so what party is more popular, the Republicans or the Democrats? Let's take a look. So how we would do this, according to my formula here, is that we're going to take the Democrats total and the Republicans and minus it, right? That would be the question mark, right? And then we divide that by 2, and that would be the popular vote lead for whatever party. So whoever has the highest number will be the party that leads in the popular vote, but then we also minus it and divide it by 2, and that would be the total lead. So let's take a look. We are going to use none other than the familiar cards, Uno. So Spirits and Angels tell me we have the Democrats here and the Republicans here. For the Democrats, how big of a margin are they going to lead in the popular vote against the Republicans? Are they less popular or are they more popular in terms of the 2022 midterm if the election was held in August? Okay, you have two cards. And what about the Republican Spirits and Angels? Okay. So whatever number the Democrats get, they're going to be quite good. Okay, so we have, let me move this back so you guys can see a little bit better. So we have here, we have a 7 reverse and a 2 up, right? But then we have here is we also have 0-0, right? We have a 0-0. And what is it kind of telling me here is that the Democrats are gaining momentum among the Republicans, and kind of, so to speak, the Republicans are stalling in terms of popularity. They are not gaining the momentum or enthusiasm into the 2022 midterm. This is exactly what Biden needs in order to maintain the House. If he can increase that momentum, that will be really good for the party in general. So what we are going to do now that we have the number 2, right, we're going to divide that by 2. I'm going to show you on your screen right now. We're going to pull this up. Right, we're going to go here. Now we are going to go to the popular vote, right? And now we have here the Democrats. Last time we read on this were at 51.5. We are now going to change that to 52.5. Actually, yeah, it increased by 2 and then divided by half. So they're going to be at 53.5. And the Republicans are going to be down for 8 stuff. Hold on, let me do the math here. You would think I would be able to like minus it, but no, I can only add. It's not minus. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, 46.5. Okay, so this will kind of look very similar to the popular vote total in 2020. Okay, and then we're going to put the Democrat. We're going to copy this. And what's really significant about this really is that the Democrats had an extra percentage increase, which is why they're doing very well in terms of winning House seats, which is very essential. So now we have here, we have the Democrats ahead by 2.5% to the Republicans, right? That's how much they increased. And so really in action, they're almost increased in terms of popularity. If you would have really added and add the minus together, they're actually doing a lot better than expected. They have about almost a 5% lead over the Republican. That's a really good margin, especially going into the midterms. So yes, the Republicans are behind. The Democrats are continuing to lead in the popular vote. So now the next question that we are going to ask now is the Senate. Who's going to win the United States Senate? Last time back in July of 2020, we had the Republicans at 56 to the Democrats 44. This time around, what would the tower cards say if the election was held today? Who will win? As you can see, the Roe versus Wade seem to be taking a big toll on both the Democrats and the Republicans. Let's take a look and see what they are going to say in the tarot cards. Okay, so Spirits and Angels tell me who will win the 2022 U.S. Senate? The Democrats or the Republicans? Let's see. But if so, by how much? So first show me the Senate results. Please give me 4 cards. And what we're going to do is we'll add them all up and then we'll average them. So we get more of an accurate type of number system. Okay. Democrats flip. So it looks like the Democrats are going to win the U.S. Senate. So whatever the number is, that's going to be the total. So yes, it looks already, the tarot cards are saying that Roe versus Wade, this is the Wade, the Roe wave. So it looks to me that, the Democrats are going to maintain control of the Senate if the election was held today. So by how big of a margin? Well, that's going to be determined now. No. Okay. Spirit Angel, tell me by how big of a margin will the Democrats have in the United States Senate in 2022 midterm election if it was held today? Well, yeah, held today. Spirit Angel, tell me if the election was held in August, at the end of August, how would the 2022 midterm election go in the U.S. Senate? So we have the Republican loss. That's how we know the Republicans lose, because we have another Democrat flip. So it looks like they may also take back the House for the first time, and we have the winner known, right? So that looks like right now, as of right now, the cards are saying a definitive win for the Democrats. A big change from when Biden pulled away from Afghanistan. So Spirit Angel, tell me, please give me some cards. Yeah, so it looks like Texas is going to play a big role here. So we have the immigration card, but if it was reversed, what tells me Texas is going to play a big role in terms of who will win either the Senate or the governor. Something coming out here. We have government, New World Order, deep state, Illuminati type of stuff. What this is kind of telling me here is it's telling me that conspiracy theories is going to be playing a major role in this midterm, especially when it comes to the U.S. Senate. We also have here decided the result of the Supreme Court, right? That's going to play a major role there too. So Spirit Angel, please stop telling me about the midterm. I have a specific question for that. I just need to know how big of a margin will the Democrats have in the Senate. Okay, so they just told me that, Chris, the reason why no cards are coming out is because we already gave you the card. And this was the card I wanted originally for, but they're telling me that this is the card already, that I don't need another card. So what we're going to say here is it looks to me the Democrats will have a filibuster-proof majority. If the election was held today, the Democrats will have a filibuster-proof majority, which means that the Republicans cannot block any sort of legislation without Joe Manchin or Sinema. However, they're going to be irrelevant in this aspect. So right here, we have the Democrats at 61 to 39 for the Republicans. So that is a big change for the Democrats, and that is huge. That was the first time ever that they're actually in the filibuster-proof majority. So we are going to add in here for August. We are going to put 61, and then we're going to put in for the Republicans 39. So I can safely say, it looks like right now the Senate is fluctuating between who is going to win, but it looks as of right now the Democrats are in the lead, and Roe versus Wade is making a difference. So let's see if that will carry on forward into the House election. Oh my God! It looks like I apparently did not show you here, so I'm going to pull it back on the screen here. I apologize, everybody. So here's the screen here. I just added in August 61 to 39 for the Republicans, and we have a Democrat majority here. This is the first time that they ever get a filibuster proof. The last time we had a 61 was the Republicans back in February with the invasion of Ukraine. All right, anyway, let's jump in. We're going to now ask about the House of Representatives. Now, will that carry over? Well, let's take a look. Whew. Okay. I want to try to see if we can get more cards, but we'll see. And then at the end of the tarot card reading, we're going to ask about what the tarot cards see for the election. We did have a lot of stuff with the close election. It said it was going to be tight. It was going to be no wave. So yeah. And then I also have my dream, but I'll be talking about that in a separate video. I talked about it briefly on the channel before, but we'll talk about it more in depth. The video is going to come out of the 2022 midterm that I got back in June, and I think also February, but don't quote me on it. I have to kind of scroll back. But I think I did upload it on either Facebook or YouTube in the community section. All right, so Spirit Angel, tell me who will win the 2022 House of Representatives. Well, either the Democrats or the Republicans if the election was held at the end of August. What political party will win control of the House of Representatives? And if so, by how much in terms of House of Representatives seats? They need 218 seats in order to win a majority and become Speaker of the House. Okay, so we have the reverse. The House is up for grabs. It's reverse. It's going to be incumbency. So it looks like the incumbent party right now, the Democrats are in the lead. The Democrats are in the incumbency. What if you guys don't know, that means oh my God, I can't even say the word. Incumbency basically means that the party is already in power. The party in control is in power. And so what it is telling me already, it is saying that the political party in power is going to maintain control. Because we have here Republican hold is flipped. Roaring 20s. And in this case, we have post-influenza pandemic, roaring economy, pre-Great Depression. What this is kind of telling me here is that, people are roaring in because they're angry at what the world has come to. Particularly after, after 100 years, women gaining the right to vote and all other stuff, that is starting to turn backwards, and that's going to play a major role here. So, Spirit Angel, tell me, now that we know the incumbent party is going to control the House, this is going to be the first time in a long time that we ever predicted that the Democratic election was held back in August, the end of August, that the Democrats will actually hold the House of Representatives. The last time that happened was back in July of 2021, whenever he pulled out of Afghanistan, right before he pulled out. So, Spirit Angel, tell me, if so, how big of a margin will the Democrats win in the House of Representatives? And please give me a couple of cards so I can average it out. Okay, so 50-50 Senate, Statue of Liberty, popular leader. So it looks like Biden would become popular, which we talked about, but there were a couple of paths, but it looks like that is playing out already. Okay, let's just skip this. Okay, so we have the first here. We have 217 to 233 seats. Okay. We have 234 to 248. We're getting 4 cards. Actually, I heard 5, so we'll get 5. So we'll take 5 cards. So C. Okay, so we have 232 to 243 seats. Okay, seem to be in a high margin here. Okay, we have 213 to 225. All right, so I heard 5, so we're gonna get one more. Okay, 306 to 430. That's a big. That's almost like a very rare case scenario. So what we're going to do is we're going to add up. Now that we know the Democrats are going to win back the House of Representatives, what we are going to do is we're going to take each tie number, right? Because we're saying the Democrats are winning. We're going to take each number here and we are going to add them all up and then divide that by 5 because there's 5 cards, and that would be the average for the Democrats, and then the same thing for the Republicans. Okay. So let me just pull this on the screen so you can see the House of Representatives here. I'm going to switch this over so you guys can see it. Okay. There is the graph chart right now. You see the Democrats in July of 2022 was 229 to the Republican 255. Right, the last time the Democrats were projected to win the House of Representatives was back in August of 2021. So it almost took 1 full year to turn around for the Democrats. That's a big turn. Okay, so we have 356 plus 378. Actually, yeah. Actually, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all numbers because we have here 217, 233. I'm going to add up all of them together and divide it. I know whatever, the average is, I'll minus it from 438 and add that to the Republicans. That's what we do. 217 plus 233 plus 234 plus 248 plus 232, plus 248, plus 213, plus 225, plus 306, plus 430. Okay, so now we have 5 cards, but since I added twice, so I did the range from 217, whatever the range is. I added all the range together. Then I'm going to divide that by 10, so each card had 2. So we divide that by 10. We are going to project as of right now the Democrats at 258 seats. Right now I have 258.1, but we're just going to keep it at 258. So 258 for the Democrats. Right, you can see that's a big margin. They only need 218, so that is about a 40-seat increase, right? So now we're going to take 258 here and minus that by the House of Representatives total amount, which is 438. And so the Republicans will be at 180. For the first time, we are going to project that the Democrats will win the House of Representatives at first. Now, let me just copy this block here. So that is quite awesome, guys. We haven't had this in a long time. The first time we are projecting that Roe versus Wade is making a big difference. This is exactly what the Democrats need going into the midterms. This is amazing. All right. So what we are going to do now, the last question that we are going to talk about is what other stuff should we know about the 2022 midterm? We talked about it briefly before. We said the election was very close. It was going to be extremely tight. We talked about the possibility. I don't know what else we talked about, honestly. No idea. But if you want to go check out my other videos, I highly recommend it, especially my other midterm videos. They're great, especially if you're following the 2020 midterms and you want to see how it progressed over time. I highly recommend you do that. It's quite interesting. Anyway, let's just read on what other stuff should we know about the 2022 midterm, what may happen. So let's see. Okay, so we're saying, tell me what other stuff should we know about the 2022 midterms. Is there anything else that we need to know going around this election time in 2022? In November 6, 2022, the 2022 midterms. Okay. There's a lot of cards. I think this is the type of cards I want to use. We're not going to use anymore. So how I daily read this card, because these are cards on mine. Any card that is reversed, I just flip them, and that will be the card. Okay, so we have here the first card that comes up is Republican enthusiasm, very high. So the Republicans are extremely high. They're enthusiastic. They're ready to vote Republican down ballot, right? The polls are saying that Republicans are going to flip and be able to have a red wave. However, what the tarot cards are projecting is that is not true, right? They're saying that is not true. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. It is telling me here that the polls are in favor of the Republicans. So whatever that might mean is even though it's saying the Democrats are having a better chance, what the poll looks like it's right now doing, it is telling you that, hey, the Democrats have a shot, but it looks like the Republicans might just win anyway. What it is telling you here is telling you that don't underestimate the Democrats in this case. It looks like the Democrats are underrepresented in those polls, which means that it actually might be closer than it really looks. So we also have here is followed by mail-in ballots. It's reverse, right? So it's reverse here. It's followed by unsolved mysteries, right? Atlantis, Egypt, Bermuda Triangle. People are still trying to figure out exactly what's going on and why America is in this predicament that it's in already, right? When it comes to the Supreme Court. I don't know why I heard the Supreme Court. It felt like the Supreme Court. I think Supreme Court in this aspect is going to play a major role, potentially maybe the vacant seat or something, but it's also a mystery. There's something going on with the sort of mysterious, but I can't tell you about because I don't know what the mysterious energy is, but there is mysterious energy involved in the Supreme Court at some sort. We do have here, it is followed by American Revolution, but that is reversed. But it is very important going into this midterm election. It's all about gun control, gun rights, the Second Amendment, AR-15. So potentially this is hinting at potentially a platform, a political platform that is talking about AR rifles, maybe mass shootings, how we handle it going forward. So I would definitely keep your eyes out on that. It also may be talking about potential mass shootings and mass violence that may occur right before the midterm or even on a midterm day that will change and sway the vote in one favor or the other. Potentially, it may even take place at a polling station. We do have propaganda, right? False propaganda, right? Yes, we can anti-communism and change culture and mindset. That is reversed, right? It is followed by the president, right? Representative, senator, the politician, governor. So what is it kind of talking to me here, right? Is that this issue in terms of gun control, mystery in the Supreme Court, and also, enthusiasm, it's on every political ballot besides the presidency. So really, even though it's not going to decide the president, because the president is not on the ballot, it will decide the candidates in 2024. So that will play a major role in this midterm. I do see in some way or some form that whatever happens during this midterm will set the stage for the 2024 presidential election. So whatever happens, that's the path that America would probably most likely choose. We do have here born leader. It's reverse, right? It was reverse. We have here it called Democrat flip, right? Or what it kind of tell me is that the Democrats flip the mindset. Look, so we have here in the first, we have the Republican enthusiasm was very high going into the 2022 midterm. Everybody expected the Republican to be winning both the Senate and the House. However, as time goes on and all these issues started to take place from, mystery, Supreme Court, Roe versus Wade, gun rights, mass shooting, mass violence, we have stuff with the president, foreign policy, stuff like that. That is playing a major role here. And it flips the entire midterm in favor of the Democrats for the first time. Right? We have here a Republican president. It's reversed, and we have a Democrat president, right? So what does it kind of tell me? It's ironic because it is the White House, and it's talking about a Democrat here. So what it is telling me that in the future, what this midterm is projecting as of right now, that going into the midterm with a Democrat victory, at least that's what the cards are saying, that it may be followed by a Democrat president in 2024 winning. We do have here, though, we also have the results are undecided. Remember how in the past, I talked about how the results were undecided? Well, we have popular leader. Biden is going to become more popular coming around the midterms. I just say about, if Biden needs to do certain things. Because if you think about Obama was successful, but also very unsuccessful president. He was only able to pass Obamacare. And that's really it, because the Republicans blocked him, even when his stupid majority was 59 seats, he was unable to get any sort of legislation done. So Obama was not able to legislate effectively as a political leader, and therefore it led to Republican victories across the board from 2010 and 2014, collectively winning around 60 seats in the House. However, this time around, Biden is more successful. He passed major legislation from infrastructure to student loan debt, all those type of things, Roe versus Wade protection, LGBT rights. He has passed more than Obama has been able to because he was more able to deal with just with the stimulus of majority, right? Back then, it was a different political time frame. Just keep that in mind. It was a different political time frame. However, we do have here, after the popular leader, we have the House is no longer up for grabs. And the incumbent party will win the House of Representatives. So it looks like as of right now, the Democrats are going to win the House of Representatives. Even in the news media right now, the political pundits and pollsters are saying that the Republicans are going to win the House of Representatives as of now. According to my cards, the Democrats are in the majority. They're going to win the House of Representatives as of right now if the election was held today. It is followed by the 120s. right? Enthusiasm on the Democrat side, it flipped to the Democrats. If they can maintain that and don't mess that up, they're set to win the midterm. At first, it will be the first time in presidential history, in at least modern time, that a incumbent party, the political party in power, to be the Democrats, will be able to maintain control of both the House and the Senate for the first time in a century or more. It will be the first time a president party has won power and gained seats than the previous election when they won it the first time. So that's interesting. At the bottom of the deck here, we do also have here 0 to 110 seats. But that's also 56, 44 Senate. It looks to me as already, it looks like it's going to be a landslide. People are very enthusiastic on the Democrat side. It is turning in favor of the Democrats as of right now. It looks like Roe versus Wade has really been the difference maker in this aspect. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video and what do you think who's going to win the House and the Senate. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.